Hi, this is a quick introduction to the Moodle Gradebook and how things should be set up in the Moodle Gradebook. I'm in the Moodle training class that I use to teach the level one resources and the level one activities. And we're going to go and take a look at the gradebook itself. So you need to be at the main course. So I was in activities and I just hit Moodle training class where your name will be, and you'll come up to here to get to see the grades tab. So we're going to go into grades. Right now, we can see the two activities that I've introduced in the video in this class, and they're just in the Moodle training class. And we need to set up some categories to make sure our grades are done correctly. And I'm going to walk you through the different categories. So to do that, I'm going to go to Moodle Gradebook and drop down to Gradebook Setup. Right now, all the activities, the two activities that I have in the class are just under the class itself, which is not the way we want it. We're going to go through and add several categories. So I'm going to hit add, and I'm going to say add a grade category, add a category right there. And the first one I'm going to add is quarter one, as if we're starting the school year. You can see by default, it excludes empty grades. In other words, if you don't have a grade in, it won't count it. That's the default, and that's the way we normally grade unless you want to change it. You have to put in a 0 for a student to get a 0. If you have forgotten to grade it, it's not going to go and fail the student. So that's normal. The grade for the category is 100 points, and we're going to go ahead and hit save. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add all the quarters while I'm at it. So I'm going to go and add and save. Now, those are the defaults, right? Everyone's got quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4 because we're a year-long school. But there's one more category that we have to get in there to make sure that our grades are right before we start moving things around. So we're going to add one final category, and we're going to type that and call it hidden and zeroed. And we're going to say that the value of this is 0. This is where we're going to put everything that's not current for this quarter. So I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to show you what I mean. Currently, we're in first quarter, so I'm going to take second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter, and I'm going to go and I'm going to move them into the hidden and zeroed. So after I've got them selected, I'm going to hit move, and then I'm going to say put them in hidden and zeroed, and I'm going to move. So now when we look at it, we've got quarter one with our two assignments in it. And then we've got a quarter one total that's worth 100 points. Then we've got hidden and zeroed, and that is worth 0. And inside hidden and zeroed is quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. Every quarter, when we switch quarters, we'll move the current quarter out of hidden and zeroed and move the last quarter into hidden and zeroed, so that the only thing the student's grade is calculated on, that course total, is going to be based on whatever current quarter there is. The last thing we're going to do, we've zeroed it, but we're going to go down here and we're going to click on it. We're going to say hide. Because it's hidden, now, and you can see this eyeball right here, that means that nobody can see anything inside it. And if we click, everything inside it's hidden. And that's so the students will now only see the current grade items for the course, and only those things in quarter one will count. So that's the setting up of the categories. We have to make one for each quarter, and we have to make a hidden and zeroed one. And the big important part is that it's zeroed, that we put all the non-essential stuff in. So that's the basic setup. If you're going to flat grade, and this is flat grading where everything is based on the points, then you're done. However, many of us do formative and summative grading. In my class, the formative grades are only worth 20% of my current quarter, and the summative grades, those projects and tests, are worth 80% of the grade. So that as they're doing homework, those things really don't affect their grade as much, only the final summative grade does. So how do we add those things in there? So the way we do that is we add a category for formative and summative, and I'm going to show you how to do that in quarter one. Again, if you're going to flat grade, you don't need to watch the rest of this, only if you're going to weigh different categories like homework and tests, or in my case, formative assignments and summative assignments. So I'm going to go and add a category. And I'm going to say, this is going to be my formative category. So I'm going to say the maximum grade is 20. And I'm going to put CH1, or I mean Q1, formative. So I remember that's what I'm putting it in there. And then the parent category this time is not the class, it's quarter one. And then I'm going to hit save. And then I'm going to add one for my summative. I'm going to add a category and I'm going to say Q1 dash summative. This one's going to be worth 80 points, so it's going to work out to 80%, and I'm going to put that in quarter one as well. So I've got these categories now, and I'm going to move these things that I just had this worksheet, I'm going to move into quarter one formative, and this test I'm going to move into quarter one summative. And now this worksheet, it's the only formative thing in my class, is going to be worth 20% of the gradebook. This test is going to be worth 80% of my gradebook. I'm going to go ahead and hit save changes, and I'm going to go to the Moodle gradebook now and show you what that looks like. So now in my class, in quarter one, I have a formative category with one thing in it, and I have a summative category with one thing in it. And you can see the eyeball down here. There's a bunch of other things that I can open up, but they're all hidden from my students. It won't show up in their gradebook. And because I zeroed it, it also will be worth nothing in their gradebook. It's really important that as the quarters change, we move quarter one into hidden and zeroed, and we move quarter two out as we go through the classes. And that is it for setting up categories in Moodle. Again, the quarters we all have to have, the hidden and zeroed we all have to have, but the breaking up into summative and formative or breaking up into chapters, that's up to individual teachers how they want to do that as well.